Hi everyone, this is Miss Sue Ann again from the University City Public Library, and I've got a story time for you today. And before we start this wonderful story time, let's sing a little hello song. Are you ready? Welcome, welcome everyone. Now we're here, let's have some fun. First we'll say hello to you. Hello. Then we'll read and sing songs too. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now we're here, let's have some fun. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, nod your head. Oh, yes. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, nod your head. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, sit so still. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, sit so still. Are you sitting still? Okay, that's good. That lets me know you're all ready. I would like to know, do you like to paint? Do you like to get a paintbrush and a piece of paper? Sometimes it's a little piece of paper and some watercolor paints. Sometimes it's a bigger piece of paper on something called an easel, like these children have right here. Sometimes you have those at school, and you can paint on an easel. Sometimes kids have a small easel at home even. But you can use paper and paint on a table, maybe with some newspaper underneath you so you don't mess up mommy or daddy's kitchen table or something. And you can paint at home. Painting is lots of fun. Painting can be where you can use your imagination and lots of colors to think of fun things. So our first story today is about a little girl who does just that. This story is called Lily Brown's Paintings. The author who wrote Lily Brown's Paintings is Angela Johnson. So let's see what Lily can paint in this story about Lily Brown's paintings. Are you ready? She's using my favorite color on the front. Miss Sue Ann likes yellow. She's painting with yellow paint. Lily Brown's Paintings, and there's that easel I was telling you about with legs, and you can put the paper on there and paint on with the easel. Lily Brown loves her mama, her daddy, and baby brother, and the world they live in. Sometimes she spins around her room thinking about their world, and it's wondrous. But when Lily Brown paints, her world starts to change. Can you see what she's painting? I see lots and lots of stars. And this is the palette of paints with the different colors that she has and her paintbrush. And she uses her imagination and she starts painting, and look, the sunlight turns to stars, and Lily begins flying around them. All the universe is one big colorful splash. The stars circle the planets in Lily Brown's paintings. You see all those stars in the sun and all the planets out in space? And sometimes they come down to Earth to hang around the sidewalk cafes and shine when the sun goes down. Look, she's painted faces on the stars. When Lily Brown paints, the trees that she walks past on her way to school wear hats and drink tea on cool days with other trees and shrubbery. They know Lily, and they bow to her. Hello, Lily. When Lily Brown paints fruit at the corner market, it is striped and polka dotted. It speaks to people. Then it laughs out loud. When people put the fruit in bags to take home, the apples sing all the way there. La, 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 la. In Lily Brown's paintings, the path to the park becomes a wild animal living room with antelopes lounging and alligators on the phone. Lily always remembers to draw them a treat. In Lily Brown's paintings, softly blowing rose-colored winds bring voices from across the ocean to tell stories that she has never heard. Look, they're all sitting for a story time on the side of the ocean. Then she listens and paints with blues and orange to let the wind know she has heard them. Can you see the wind up here in the clouds? And she's using watercolor paints now. They're kind of soft looking. Sometimes Lily herself walks around in her paintings or sails away through fields of red corn and purple painted skyscrapers. Skyscrapers are very tall buildings. And there they are. She's painted them purple in her imagination. In Lily Brown's paintings, the colors of people, places, and things change with her heart. People walk upside down, and the buildings on the streets dance with airplanes flying above. And it's another world. Wow. Look at all those colors. Lily paints all that she sees and feels her own way. She puts her world of color and light on anything she can find. It's magical. So everyone's artwork and paintings looks different, but it's okay because it is all your own. But at the end of the day, when Lily Brown is about to put her paints away, she remembers her mama's smile, her daddy's eyes, and the way her baby brother holds her hand before he goes to sleep. And she has labeled everybody. It says Mom right there. Dad is up here. Baby Mac. And it says me, meaning herself. It's their world again, and it's wondrous. And she has painted a home on top of the earth. And that is the end of Lily Brown's paintings. I love this story. I hope that you liked it too. So I would like to know if you would like to hear a song about painting. Believe it or not, kind of a sing-song little rhyme about painting. About 5 little paintbrushes. Can you help me count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see they're all different colors, can't you? 5 little paintbrushes painted a scene. Can you see all this behind me and the colors? Yellow, blue, orange, and red and green. Look, said Yellow, my sun is bright. Blue said, great, my river's just right. There's the blue river. Orange said, flowers, I'll paint something new. Red said, great, I'll add some too. And there are the red and orange flowers. Sigh, said Green. I'm tired of trees. He's tired of painting trees. And grass and bushes and tiny leaves. I think I'll paint a big green cloud. A big green cloud should be allowed. The paintbrushes smiled and they didn't think twice. A big green cloud sounded kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little paintbrushes, and there's the big green cloud right there. Because if you're using your imagination, you can make your cloud any color you want when you paint, right? You could make it purple if you wanted to. 5 little paintbrushes. So are you ready for another story about painting? This one is very, very fun. This is about somebody who gets into a little mischief when he starts painting. This is called I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. The author who wrote I Ain't Gonna Paint No More is Karen Beaumont. And what is this little person painting? Is this little person painting on a piece of paper? Is this little person painting on an easel? No! Uh-oh. Let's find out what happens. I ain't gonna paint no more. Oh! What a painting explosion. Let's find out. Here we go. One day, my mama caught me painting pictures on the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the curtains and the door. And I heard my mama holler like I never did before. You ain't a-gonna paint no more. Where'd she put him? And the dog. In the bathtub so all the paint could come out. And the paint came off of him and went everywhere else. Do you see that mess? Well, she told me he wasn't going to paint anymore. Let's see what happens. Oh, she put the paint way up high, didn't she? Do you see that in the closet? I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. That's what he says. That's what I say, but there ain't no way that I ain't gonna paint no more. What did he do? Are you supposed to do that? He's climbing up there and getting all of the paint back down. The dog is helping. So, I take some red and I paint my head. Now, I ain't gonna paint no more. Oh, what the heck. I'm gonna paint my neck. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Still, I just can't rest till I paint my chest. Now I ain't gonna paint no more, 'cause there ain't no harm if I paint my arm. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I just can't stand not to paint my hand. Wow. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Then I see some black. So I paint my back. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Like an Easter egg, I'm gonna paint my leg. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Do you think he's gonna stop? Still, I ain't complete till I paint my feet. Now I ain't gonna paint no more. Oh my goodness. Has he just painted his body? I think he's painted everything else too. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what happens. I ain't gonna paint no more, no more. I ain't gonna paint no more. But I'm such a nut. Gonna paint my what? Y'all don't faint, 'cause there ain't no paint. So I ain't gonna paint no more. And he is back where he was before, back in the bathtub. And the bathroom is a big, big mess. So you can paint, but how about you make sure you paint on the paper, right? And not yourself. You can have a good time painting that way. I hope you liked I Ain't Gonna Paint No More. I think that's a very funny story. So, We are at the end of our painting story time. Let's paint. So let's sing our song about reading because we read all these fun stories about reading, about painting today. And I want you to continue to find fun stories to read. So are you ready? The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books and small books and short books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the smarter we'll be. Read home books and school books and fun books and library books. The more we read together, the smarter we'll be. Bye. See you next time and have fun reading books. Bye.